By day, he's a mild-mannered fertility researcher. By night, he helps fight crime. Well, the night and day distinction, that's just a literary device, but the crime fighting is real. Dr. Peter Sutovsky, an associate professor of reproductive physiology for the University of Missouri, worked to develop a test that could eventually help forensic and law enforcement officers determine if a rape has occurred. It started when Sutovsky isolated and identified a protein that's found only in sperm cells.
As a part of human infertility diagnostics, my lab has been working on a protein that accumulates in the abnormal defective sperm cells. And since humans have a lot of these cells, no matter how fertile or infertile they are, we can always find this protein in any human sperm sample.
So, how do you go from isolating a protein to crime fighting? The University of Missouri Technology Transfer Office organized a session for scientists and business leaders to meet. That was when Sutovsky met forensic scientists Kim and Joe Gorman with Paternity Testing Corporation.
We got talking and they were interested in fertility, and they mentioned eventually that in their forensic field, which is what they do, they lack a simple, quick test to detect sperm in the forensic crime evidence, specifically rape cases. And so I mentioned that we have a proprietary sperm biomarker that could be really an ideal target for such a test.
From that meeting, eventually the idea for the Qantas cassette device was born. Using this device, law enforcement and laboratory scientists will be able to verify the evidence of rape without looking under a microscope. The Qantas test can be done in minutes rather than hours.
The purpose of this test is to very quickly, within 24 hours, detect sperm cells. If they are present, there is a reason to keep the suspect in custody if there is a suspect, because otherwise the suspect would have to be released after 24 hours, which means that if he is a true perpetrator, he'll be gone, and he unfortunately may do it again.
Thanks to a Department of Justice small business grant, Sutovsky and the others are working to develop the device and to test it to make sure it meets legal standards. Peter Sutovsky will be one of the featured speakers at the Missouri Regional Life Sciences Summit, led by the University of Missouri-Columbia and hosted by the University of Missouri-Kansas City. Sutovsky will discuss scientifically led national enterprises. The Missouri Regional Life Sciences Summit will be held March 8th and 9th at the University of Missouri-Kansas City campus. I'm Debbie Johnson.